And you know what? I'm jealous. I'm jealous of Jewish people because Jewish people have such a great relationship with black Christians. The Jewish people have a great relationship with black Christians. There's only three, like the three major religions in America is Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. But I never see a pastor going after Jews. Have y'all, can somebody show me one time a black pastor ever went against Judaism? They act like it don't even exist. And they have major influence over, like, talk to me. I've never seen it in my entire life. This is the issue that I have. Like, if you kept it consistent, then I'll rock with you. But I think it's just black people want to go at other black people, which to me is cowardly. Like, if it's black people that want, if you just want to go at another black man to find a difference because you afraid of going at them other folks, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen that you go at them other folks. And I don't know a Muslim who created a movie that your child watched that you didn't call devilish ever in life. You know what I'm saying? No, it's the mother folks. And then it's funny because we got so much in common, yet it's almost a mental, you know what I'm saying, a lack of intellect, or it's the same thing that happened in the streets with Bloods and Crips. It's just, it's another level of it. You understand me? It's this moral, religious gangbanging where it's like it's the same shit. And the reason that they don't, because Judaism run Christianity in America. A lot of these pastors is in their pocket, so they can't say nothing. I mean, I'm just saying, like, Jesus was from Palestine. I don't see none of the churches saying free Palestine. I mean, like, what's really going on? I'm just saying, like, if it was consistent, I'd be cool with it. But it's not consistent. You know what I'm saying? It's not consistent. There was something that Dr. Wesley talked about. It's called the bully coon, and it was something that happened in slavery time where, you know what I mean, like, there was the ones that would bully the other slaves. They wouldn't go after the slave master because they was afraid. So, like, you're a bully within your own community. At least you try to be, right? This is where you get this gangster attitude where he want to police everybody else, but he ain't going after the ones that's really controlling. You feel me? Like, that's some real, like, that's what you spend your time with another black man, thinking about how you could take down another black man and being like, man, I'm a really great Christian. Jesus will love me for this. I don't know what's going on. Like, we done got too far. We in 2025 and niggas gonna have to deal with robots literally coming down the streets. Drones, AI drones. You understand me? Them implementing cognitive security and goddamn doing alligator Alcatraz. And black people want to have black versus Muslim wars? the Sunnis want to have shirk wars with the black Muslims? Like, what we doing? Like, we gonna waste some real time? I had posted about the sister giving the breakdown about the 10 laws of autocracy, and they really laying that out right now. They really laying that out right now. Like, the things that I think about, it keep me up at night, and it's not a black Christian that keeps me up at night. I just see y'all as the other black men, to be honest with you. I don't see it as nothing special or nothing less. I just see you as another black man. I don't give a damn. It's just that simple. I ain't never, if I thought about the brothers that's in the streets that's harming each other, hurting each other, I ain't never like, man, I want to be a Christian or a Muslim before I give credit where credit is due. No, man. You know what I'm saying? We all over here in the same goddamn war. It ain't gonna matter who your God is. Because I'm telling you, man, as them Christian brothers get shot down in the street, the George Floyds and them, you understand me? You think they did it because they was Christian or because they was black men? Well, I will tell you this thing, that if it was a consistent pattern of black Muslim men getting killed in the streets, I can tell you we'll go to war for it. I can tell you that. If it was because they was black Muslims, we would go to war for that. Like, life on the line, ready to die. I can tell you how serious we take that. You understand me? And I can tell you how serious them same black Muslims will be right there, lined up, ready to go to war for our Christian brothers. Not because they Christians, but because they are brothers. So you got to miss me with the fake religious politics because I don't believe you. I don't believe you really rock for what you rock for, because Jesus didn't go against Muslims. He went against Judaism. He went against empire. So what we really doing, because the reality of it is, yes, the Nation of Islam has its own way. But so do Baptist Church. Y'all not practicing what the ancient Ethiopians practiced. Y'all not practicing Coptic Christianity. Y'all not operating from that same ritual practice and how they seen God and seen themselves and how they operated with cosmology. It is a remix of hoodoo. It is praise worship. It is ancestral worship. It is praise dance. It is veneration. Like, you should study your own thing, because the thing about the Black America, we all have a remixology of religion that is customized to our condition and our story here in America. And we have way more in common than we can ever have apart. I don't even get mad to the point where, like, I feel like banging on this. Like, it's too trivial. It's way too trivial. I don't even have that kind of energy because, to be honest, I ain't never met a pastor with power. Not the kind of power that we going against. So, like, it ain't even a worthy enemy. It'll just be like, I'll be wasting my time. Like, I built myself up to this point so I could go against pastors on YouTube because they need some clout. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm trying to understand what's going on. I think I'm better used. I don't mind if the brothers who follow me go to your church and get their healing and get their praise, and they be good men to good women and have good families. You understand me? Like, what we talking about? I'm 100% with that. Ever since I was a little baby, I was taught a good Christian is a good Muslim. A good Muslim is a good Christian. I wasn't taught you see them brothers hate them. I was a kid. We used to do that, like, back and forth. Let me argue with Christians and Muslims. You know what I'm saying? We used to do that. But I think that, like, I got so far from that, and I built up a platform. Like, if I really wanted to be on that, I could easily. Now, we speak about principles that exist within a mosque, that exist within a church, that exist within religion, that exist within Black society, on how there's capitalism that exists, right? And capitalism actually is more of people's religion, where there's people that claim to be Muslims or people that claim to be Christians, 5%er, Israelite, more, you know what I mean? Whatever they claim to be, but really their God is money. And they more afraid of the devil than they're afraid of Jesus or Allah. They bow down, you understand me, not to God or their religion. They bow down to men of other religions. And one thing I will do with my dying breath, I'm always going to probably make fun of people who got white Jesus tatted. You understand me? Or and who still rock a white Jesus chain, because Biggie is the one who started that. And Biggie had the gayest lines in hip hop. No disrespect to Biggie, but, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to the dead. But I'm just saying, like, he started that trend. I'm just saying, like, we can trace these things. You know what I'm saying? That's the Bad Boy crew. You feel me? Like, they pushed that trend in hip hop. And so if I speak on that, that's not me banging on y'all. That's me banging on, you know what I mean, these practices that y'all should be against, as well as blasphemy. How could you put a white man's face on that, somebody that I say is my God? That's all. I'm just saying, B. You feel me? Listen, man, I'm from Oakland, man. I don't know if I you know, one of my favorite people is Huey P. Newton. He's from Oakland, of course, and I was thinking about this other day because I had got a tour of the Black Panther Museum from his late wife, Frederica Newton. And I was like, you know what's crazy? I never thought about if Huey P. Newton was Christian or not. Like, it never came up in my mind. And of course, I grew up as a Muslim my whole life. But when I thought about revolutionaries, I never thought about their religion. I thought about what they stood for, and if I was in alignment with what they stood for. And I just respected them, that if they stood for us, I stood with them. That was it. That was it. You know what I mean? And I think that any religion that makes you hate your brother or want to go after your brother, I don't think you following the right thing. I think that's the devil, because I think the devil benefit more to God on that. So I think and I would never blame the religion. I would blame the interpretation of it. And I think it's more ego. And I think maybe you just don't know. And if you knew better, you probably would do better, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But like in my daily life, you know what I mean? Some of my best brothers are Christian, and we have conversations about how we can shift the culture, how we can put infrastructure behind, how we can stop these people, you understand me, that want to stop us from having any power, any level of ownership, because they don't believe that we deserve to be in position. They don't believe after all of these years they still fear us rising at any level. They fear us rising. And the reason that they don't like, and here's the thing, and you might not like what I'm about to say, but it's true. The reason that they don't mind a lot of people being Christians, a lot of black culture being Christians, is because there's a lot of people, and this happens, of course, on both sides, but there's a lack of discipline for a lot of people who claim to be Christian. It happens in Muslim and Islam, believe me. You understand me? I have my own days. But they know that there's no justification for a person claiming to be Muslim and selling liquor, rapping about drugs. You understand me? Rapping about disrespecting a woman. You understand me? Rapping about gambling and all those things. And because they say they got faith, they still get to represent this religion and get to be called a brother. Nah. The Muslim brothers wouldn't allow that to happen. And they don't want brothers to be Muslim because you'll be so disciplined that you can't become their consumer. So they won't be able to sell you nothing. It works for capitalism very well. And of course, the true Christians, the real ones, you know what I mean, who really stand behind it and got action behind it, you feel me? Like, they ain't the ones out there moving like that. But there's so many different sects, and there's so many different type of churches and so many different interpretations. And so there's a lack of accountability, and that's where this renaissance has to occur. But y'all leave me alone, man. My wartime ain't for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my wartime ain't for y'all. You know, feel me? I can't turn on. I don't have the venomous towards y'all to turn on my war general for y'all. I just want y'all to understand that, man. It'd be a waste of my energy. I don't train, you know what I'm saying, mentally, physically, or spiritually to go against my brothers. Not y'all brothers. You know what I'm saying? There's some niggas that I feel like really need to get out the way. You feel me? But don't. You're wasting my time. You feel me? And I mean, like, the way we trying to set things up is a waste. Because the only person wins in that scenario is the devil.